Hey there! Just about a year ago now, I posted my full review of Pizza Tower's base game content. That was a video that took a lot of time and effort to make, and I'm still very proud of it. However, with how I do my reviews, it is inevitable that some details, challenges, and extra tidbits slip through the cracks and don't end up in the review. That's where this video comes in. If you don't know what my addendums are, and I wouldn't expect you to, they're follow-ups to my reviews where I talk about the production of those videos and important details I glossed over or missed. This video will be talking about most of what I missed in all of my main Pizza Tower reviews, so the base game, the Halloween update, and the noise update. There may still be some stuff that I miss or purposefully left out, but for the most part this video should cover all of my bases. And since it looks like Pizza Tower will no longer receive major updates, now seems as good a time as any to revisit the game that put my channel on the map and give it a final farewell. Alright, first up is a major gameplay mechanic that I completely glossed over, P-Ranks. I barely talked about these in the main video, which may come as a surprise to those who have a 101% save file like I do. In short, P-Ranks are extra tough challenges you can pull off in each main level that has strict requirements. In order to earn a P-Rank, you must beat the level while also earning enough points for an S-Rank, which varies from level to level, completing all 3 secrets, collecting the tower secret treasure, and doing the second lap of the escape, all while starting a combo before leaving the first room and never losing said combo. Once you've done all that, you'll see the S-Rank turn into a P, and then it is up to you to escape without dropping your combo. Needless to say, these are very tough challenges, though some levels are much easier than others. John Getter is likely the first stage a player would P-Rank, and is what I'd recommend starting out with. I barely talked about P-Ranks in the main video for a few reasons, primarily because of the original plan I had for that video. Originally, the Pizza Tower review would be the first of 2 videos, the second one being similar in format but focusing exclusively on the P-Ranks. I know I had to mention them in the main video, which is why I squeezed a small segment about them during Ancient Cheese. Obviously that plan fell through, so while the main review was made, the P-Rank review was not made and likely never will be. I've got so many ideas for videos floating around in my head that I'd much rather focus on one of those than make a second review of this game. I had wanted to make a separate P-Rank video because I thought that having P-Ranks be a recurring talking point throughout the video would get a little repetitive and break up the flow too much. P-Ranks overall are very tough, but incredibly satisfying to get down. Nothing feels better than perfectly executing your movement to complete each secret, kill every enemy, and avoid every obstacle, and finally be rewarded with the glorious victory theme and that illustrious P-Rank. Next up, Chef Tasks. These are the game's achievements, 74 in total. Each level, excluding the Crumbling Tower of Pizza, has 3 chef tasks. The bosses each have a task for beating them without taking damage, and each floor has a task for beating each level with an S rank and with a P rank. There are also 2 bonus chef tasks from the Halloween update. These were originally a much bigger talking point in the video, much like P ranks, but were also cut for messing with the flow a bit too much. Chef tasks vary in difficulty, even in the same level. Some tasks, like John Gutted and Be Nice, are really easy and likely to be earned on your first playthrough of their levels. On the other hand, some tasks like Alien Cow and Already Pressed are notoriously difficult, often forcing players to spend literal hours trying to complete them. And some are just straight up tedious, like Lumberjack and Skull Splitter, which require you to destroy all tree blocks in Gnome Forest and destroy all skull blocks in Pizza Scare respectively. In any case, these are fun additions to the game that add reasons to return after beating the main story. If you manage to earn all chef tasks on the floor, that floor's chef task door will turn gold. And if you get all chef tasks and get every P rank, you'll earn an extra percentage on your save file's tower status, leading to a max of 101%. The last collectible I didn't mention in the main reviews are the game's many clothes. Clothes are alternate colors or patterns for Peppino and the Noise that you unlock by completing some optional objective. Peppino has a separate set of clothes from the Noise, but they both have the clothes earned from the Halloween update's Pumpkin Hunt. Clothes are not required for 100% or 101%, and they carry over between save files. Peppino has 20 exclusive clothes, the Noise has 23 exclusive clothes, including the basic white and yellow clothes that they start with, and both characters have the 6 additional clothes earned from the Pumpkin Hunt. These clothes don't just change how Peppino and the Noise look, they also change the clothes of Gustavo, Fake Peppino, and the Noisy that appears in the Noises campaign. Each set of clothes has a unique unlock condition, which is only revealed to the player after it is unlocked. Some clothes are relatively easy to unlock, like Peppino's Sage Blue or the Noise's Banana clothes. Others can be genuinely tricky if you haven't planned things in advance, like unlocking the Noise's Reverse clothes or Peppino's War Camo. But overall, they're a great extra collectible that gives the player some room for customization in their playthrough. For those wondering, my favorite clothes are TV Purple, Bad Bones, Real Doys, Well Done, and Candy Wrapper. Finishing up extra challenges, the game has 2 badges that you can earn on your save file. The John Approved badge is earned by collecting every treasure and resurrecting Pillar John, and the Snotty Approved badge is earned by leaving Snotty alone on floor 4 and saving him during the crumbling tower of pizza. Before I move on, I do have to mention the one big blunder I made in that original review. I completely forgot to show info cards for the boxed and pepper pizza transformation. I did make those info cards, but in fairness, I edited that entire video in one 8-hour sitting, so needless to say, by floor 4, I was starting to lose it a little bit. Here are those info cards now. Now that I've corrected that mistake, the one big thing I wanted to say was thank you all for the positive reception to the review. I know I'm thanking you all a year after that video came out, but better late than never, I guess. Anyway, it always makes me incredibly happy to see people talk about their favorite parts of my videos, and I was especially happy to see people talk about the final montage bit during the Crumbling Tower of Pizza segment. I put in that montage as a celebration of not just the journey that is Pizza Tower, but the journey my channel had been on over the previous 5 months. I was a little worried some people might have found it cheesy, but I was relieved to see a bunch of people adored that ending. If I were to remake the video now, I would use some different clips and fix up the timing a little bit, but I'm still very happy with how that ending came out. The final thing I wanted to talk about regarding my original review is oh shit. If you watched my review of my tier list, you'd know that it's not exactly my favorite level. However, all you oh shit fans out there will be happy to know that I do like the level more than I used to. At least a little bit more. I'm still not the biggest fan of oh shit, but after playing through it as the Noise, I've really come to appreciate it for what it is. Speaking of the Noise, let's talk about him next. I don't have anything to add regarding the game's Halloween update, so we're just gonna move along to the Noise update. I unfortunately missed a couple details with this one, so let's get through them. Firstly, you can just straight up fly with the Noise. If you press up and jump to do a crusher jump, then cancel it with a side spin, you can do a crusher jump again. Keep chaining those moves together to fly forever. I didn't mention it in the Noise update video because I personally did not get much use out of it. It's a nice trick to have, but it's not something I use very often. The other main detail I missed is that it is impossible to get a score over par in golf, as the Noise will just rewrite the par score until you get Greaseball in the basketball hoop. Every change in the Noise's campaign basically makes the game easier, which I find to be a fitting reward for beating the game, and fits in line with how the Noise would handle making the Pizza Tower movie. As for the comments on the Noise update review, many of them were positive as well. There were of course a ton of comments pointing out that detail in golf that I missed, which was definitely not annoying in any way, but such is the risk I take with these videos. Most people don't look at other comments or the description before leaving a comment, so they don't realize they're the 30th person to say the exact same thing. I'd also like to point out the few comments that mentioned the brief clip of Grapefruit's video at the start of the review. I'm a huge Grapefruit fan, and I'm very happy I was able to show one of his videos in one of mine. He's genuinely one of my favorite YouTubers. Me and Zern almost constantly reference him in some way. In fact, we started playing Satisfactory together now that it's fully released, and we named our world Moldy Breadman's Wild Ride after the video of the same name. Anyway, I think that's everything. It should be most of what I missed in my original reviews. A bit less than I was expecting, but I guess that means I did my work to make sure everything was as accurate as possible in those videos. I'd talk about Pizza Tower's history and past builds, but honestly, that could be a whole video on its own. I guess the last thing I should say is thank you. Thank you Tour de Pizza for making Pizza Tower, and thank you, viewers at home, for making this video and, by extension, my channel's recent videos possible. If my original Sugary Spiral review had not blown up like it did, I would not be here talking about a game where you play as a middle-aged Italian chef with anxiety. I made that Sugary Spiral review because I really wanted to talk about Pizza Tower, but my computer wasn't powerful enough to record gameplay of it. So instead of giving up, I decided to put my effort into talking about a fan game for it, and it paid off tremendously. And then, on a whim, I decided to shake the rust off of my spriting skills and give Peppino some unique costumes. Now that is my most popular video by far, especially if you include the Noise costumes video, and even have my bio on various Pizza Tower Discord servers set to say I'm the Pizza Tower costumes guy. I know I say thank you a lot, but I am very genuinely thankful for all the love and support my videos have gotten over the past year and a half. I know not all of my videos receive the same love as my Pizza Tower videos, especially if they're gameplay videos, but I'm still thankful for all of it. I'll be sure to give you guys more of the videos you enjoy as we end off 2024 and enter 2025. One final time, thank you all for joining me thus far, and I hope you'll stick around as I keep finding cool games to talk about, indie or otherwise. This will not be my last Pizza Tower video, far from it, but this will likely be my last video about vanilla Pizza Tower. I've been Spectre. This has been my addendum to Pizza Tower. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.